When I originally started my business, it was literally just a side hustle. And even when it was just a side hustle, like me just being a one-man show, or even with me working with one or two of my friends, I was bringing in well over 200 bucks a day just doing this. And a few of my other friends I've shown how to do this, and they're making well over that much every single day too. And essentially it's by providing a service. And I'm not going to tell you exactly one service to do, because then that's just stupid. And whenever you see videos like that where someone's just telling you to do one thing, that never works out. So I'm not going to tell you to do that. But it's by providing a service, and I'll help you pick which service you can do, as well as I'll tell you what I did. So first, you got to pick either whether you want to do it online or in person. So I have a bunch of friends who do online businesses as well as in-person businesses, and both categories people are doing very well in. So it doesn't matter which one you pick, just pick one where you think it would be easier for you to stick to. Like if you don't enjoy labor or going outside doing I don't want to say hard work, but if you don't enjoy that, then stick to online. But if you don't like sitting at home or just being in front of a screen, being in one place, then go with the in-person business. But they both make very good money as long as you just stay committed to one. And that's going to be the main thing for this. You got to commit to one thing. Like neither of them are bad. I have an in-person one because that's just what I enjoy. So jumping straight into it, there's so much you could do digitally. There's so much you could do in person. I know one of my good friends, Dan, he's going to be on one of the videos soon. Now he's been a very big help in me even scaling my in-person business, but he does copywriting. So that's one thing you could try out. One of my other good friends who's also working with me right now, he does ads. And to be fair, he's kind of just starting out, but he's still doing fairly well in that too. I have another friend, I would say friend, who in my Discord is doing accounting online. So that's another thing that maybe you could look into. There's so much that you can do online. And then on the other side, the in-person one, what I do is window cleaning. What some of my friends do is, what one of my friends does is landscaping. What another few of them do is just pressure washing. There's so much that you could do in person. But those are just a few. Just pick one that you can stick to, be it online, in person, and then what you're going to do. And literally just stick to that. One thing. Because if you are doing, like, I was gonna say YouTube on the side and then this other thing, your attention is gonna be spread thin, which is kind of what I'm doing. But if you start doing like many things, your attention's just gonna be spread thin and your focus is just gonna be nowhere. But yeah, just find one thing, stick to that, and just lock in. So after you find what you're going to do, the most important part of every single business is sales, getting money in. So that should literally be the first thing you do. Don't even worry about equipment, setting anything up. Just go out and find some people who are willing to pay you. Literally ask people to pay you in advance, and then fund whatever you need to fund, and then do the work for them. So if you're in person, a very easy one is door to door. That's how I started off. Well, actually, I take that back. It's a little bit hard, especially in the beginning. It's very hard because you get very, very nervous. But that's one thing that you could do. Just go up to people, knock on their doors, say what's up, give your offer, and then let them buy. Another one that's kind of in the middle ground is ads. We run ads too, as well as, I was gonna say a lot of my friends, but I don't know. A lot of big businesses, they run ads. A lot of small businesses, they run ads. That's another thing that you could do. The only downside of this is that it costs money, whereas door to door, that doesn't cost money. And then on the other side, with the online things, what you could do is literally just cold outreach, emails, phone calls, whatever it is. That is another one that doesn't take any money to start, except for really like a laptop or a phone or whatever. It doesn't take that much. So these are kind of the three main ones. Oh, or another one that just popped into my head is, holy smokes, I just blanked. Is social media pages like Instagram, something like that, TikTok, where you could just start posting your work, posting how your posting you, like talking to customers, how it goes. That's another good one, because that also doesn't really take any money. So find one or two ways that you can start promoting your business and getting your first few sales. Now, a general rule of thumb is go where the customers would be. For me, like since we're doing window cleaning, we do residential, so I would go to people's homes because that's where the work is. If you're doing say copywriting, or not copywriting, like ads, you would go message businesses, but just go where the money is. Or with ads, you would, I don't know, ads, you kind of just got to target people. So like you would target who you want to buy or who your ideal customer would be. And then the best way, regardless of how you want to find your customers, is try and get personally in touch with them, be it over the phone or I was gonna say texting, but I don't know how personable. It's not that personable, but like, yeah, try and call people, try and get in front of them, like try and be face to face. Because whenever you're face to face or you're over the phone, you can actually hear the people, you can hear their tone, or when you're in person, you can see like their body language. It's just so much easier, and people just enjoy working with people that they like. So get in front of them, show them who you are, and just be a likable person. And then once you find a way to talk with them, just introduce yourself, start a genuine conversation, just be friendly with them. And then in a bit, or right after that, tell them why you're hitting them up, or why you're knocking on their door, why you're calling them, or whatever, and just give them your offer. Just say, oh, by the way, I think you saw me a bit earlier. I was working at this person's home. We just finished cleaning their windows. And I was wondering, just before I have to head off, do you want me to quickly do a lap around the home, give you a price? And then for us, once we go around, find the price. I found out the secret is a non-pushy close, because especially with today's buyer economy, no one likes to be sold to. Everyone likes to buy. So what you should do is just go up to them, just give them the offer, and then make it super easy for them to buy. And then after you give the offer, like you go around, or just you get to the part where you close. Again, the close is very important. You want it non-pushy, you want it just to make as much sense as possible, and you want it to be a good offer. So for us, how I do it, like say I make the lap, I come back, I give them another genuine compliment, and then I'm like, all right, so it'll be 200 or 250 or however much. At the end, we always leave no streaks, spots, anything at the end too. We'll walk around and make sure it actually looks perfect before you pay. If that sounds fair and you want to get it done, all I really need is an address. So that's our close. I would say one that you can use for literally any business is after you give them the offer, at the end it's just, if that sounds fair and you want to do it, all I really need is X, be it an address, a name, a credit card number, whatever. Just that's the easiest way to close, and that's like the most non-pushy way I've found. Because at that point, you're like leading them through the steps, because you don't want to make it open-ended. Like I'm making this so about like window cleaning because that's what I do, but this can be used for anything. You wouldn't just go up to someone and be like, hey, can I interest you in some window cleaning? Because then they don't know what the next steps are. You want to make the next steps as clear and as easy to follow as possible. So I just say, if that sounds fair, all I need is this. And then just let them say yes or no. If they say no once or twice, like yeah, I'll objection handle, find out why they're saying no. If they just don't want it, then it's whatever. So once you have these three things down, your service, what you'll sell, and how you'll sell, you're set. Now you just need to experiment. What form of outreach gets the most customers? Which offers make people the most excited and get the most yeses too? Now these three things are kind of just two, should be taking up 90% of your time. Selling and then providing the service. That should take 90% of your time. Whatever else you're doing with the time where you're working, it's kind of just unimportant, because those are the two things that are just going to drive your business. Money in, and then fulfilling the thing, and then money to you. Or even if you just collect the money up front, it's still sale, money, and then work. So those are the three most important things. And after you get a fair amount of success, like you're at a point where you're able to get deals, you're able to have work, at this point is when you want to scale. And the only way to scale is either by putting more money into, say, ads or how you're selling, or to have more people work with you. For me, I went with the working with more people route because I've just always enjoyed working with people. The main reason for me is just that having more people around you, it makes me have to commit a little bit harder and just work harder as well. Another good thing that we were talking about a little bit before is whenever you get to teach to others, that's when you learn the most. When you become the teacher, that's when you learn the most. And a good piece of advice for you is give the people who work with you a chance for growth, a chance for more opportunity, be it like having a manager or having someone take full charge of something and then giving them an even bigger piece of the pie. Because if they have no opportunity, then it's literally nothing but just you guys are work friends or they're just workers. Also, one thing that's helped me out a lot is actually be friends with the people you work with. Have genuine relationships with them. It might be different for you. You might just want work friends or just people you work with and then friends outside of that, that's fine. For me at least, all of my friends, all of my best friends are people that I work with or have worked with in the past. Because like customers, no one likes to work with someone that they don't like. Everyone likes working with people that they like. So how I've made like well over $200 a day back when this was literally just a side hustle, back when I was still, I think it was grade 10. No, this was like around grade 11. I was about to graduate. That's when I started this. and then I just grew it. But I did it by first picking what I was going to sell and how I was going to sell. For me, it was in person, and I did window cleaning. And then the second thing is finding out how you're going to sell. For me, when I started out, it was literally just door to door. For you, it could be literally anything. For you, it could also be door to door or cold calling or texting. I don't know why I did this. Or emails or ads too if you have some of the startup. But that was the second most important thing. And then the third one was scale. So I scaled with my friends. So for me, that's just what I enjoyed. For you, it could be whatever else, by putting more money into ads or customer acquisition, or also friends, or just hiring people. And you could do different things for all of these, but that's what I did. And with this model, by just sticking to these 3 things and then just learning more and continuing on growth and just continuing with work, you're guaranteed to at least get a customer every few days. And then as you keep going, you're gonna get to a point where you're getting at least a customer every day, and then a few customers every day, and then it just goes up. The main thing is just pick one thing, stick to it, and don't stray off into different paths. So thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate you. I guess one kind of shameless plug that I'm going to do is I started doing this coaching thing. If you want like 30 minutes or an hour with me, whether be it to help you start your business or help you grow it or gain more sales, just click the link. Right now I'm doing a bit of a deal. I think I'm only gonna have this going for like a week now because I think it's priced very, very low, but I just want to see if it'll work. So if you want to do that, I don't know, just click on the link, pay, and then sit down with me. And then with that being said, there's also a bunch of free resources on issafire.com. That's also one of the links. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching the video. With everything being said, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.